But, I mean, I wanted to see other karates react to their counter with another counter, right? I want to see both of them just, getting to the edge of that cliff and seeing who's going to be the first one to jump off. But we're going to get more karate matches later on as they happen, because right now we have him in the form of Go-Ichi. You know it, EWC's returning champion here all the way from Japan. This guy, you talk about multi-game specialist. I know you've been around to cast a lot of this guy's past victories.
Sheesh, you want to talk about, he's another combo specialist, but one thing that you want to highlight about Go-Ichi is his defense. He becomes the wall. I love no matter what game he plays, he just optimizes not only the offense, but just the defense capabilities. That way he can get his offense off.
Yes.
His JD's phenomenal. Now, mind you, one thing that I want to give credit to Go-Ichi, a lot of people naturally like the JD just hitting back. He'll always hit those corners on the low before he hits back. So he delays his defense into the JD, so he can always get the proper defensive option. So, and this is a Bao, of course. First and foremost, this is the first time they meet. So just throwing that out there. So this is going to be interesting. Talk to me a little bit about Bao. So I'm not too familiar with this killer right here.
So Bao, I know him mostly from KOF, right? He was a dominant Shermie player in the early stages of KOF 15, coming out of Japan. Very strong in his own right. Won the LCQ this weekend without dropping a game. So we have the LCQ winner going up against the previous EWC winner. What a way to establish dominance, to not only win the LCQ, but to dethrone the returning champion here, to take them down. As we see Go-Ichi, obviously it's been well documented, has been having some unfortunate issues. We're very grateful to see him here and trying the best he can to play and perform for everyone here as a returning champion. And I kind of made this joke, but you're gonna see if he's sick or sick nasty. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen here?
And listen, I just want to give credit to Go-Ichi. That's hard. You know how many times this guy was trying to decide not to come out here, but he knows he's the defending champion and he's putting his championship on the line over his health, literally, just considering he loves the name of the game. He loves fighting games. He loves to compete, and you see this right here on the live stage. It's kind of crazy. See, me, if I would have been feeling that, I would have been kicking back. But that's what you call heart right there. Go-Ichi, we love you. Please take it easy. Yes. Please, and hope the staff take care of him very well, because we need this guy to go for the repeat. Oh, let's get the faded grand finals if it happens. Of Xiaohai and Go-Ichi.
Definitely. This is pride. You said it's hard, but it's also pride too, right?
100%.
He's like, man, I'm not trying to sit home and see somebody else with my trophy that I can't even defend because I'm not feeling well.
Facts.
No, I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to make this right. And he's here. So like you said, we wish him well. But in the same pace, we have a Bao who's hungry. And listen, I know about a flu game or two, but if I see my opponent is not feeling well, I think this is a chance to strike, right? I'm going to try to get this dub because I want this just as much as he wants it. And Bao has a huge chance here. We see that Billy Kane coming up to the stage. Billy versus Marco, the patented Marco for Go-Ichi. And I want to say this too, Go-Ichi, I remember when season 1 happened, right? We saw the changes to hard knockdowns and people said, oh, Marco's dead. He's done. It's over. The next tournament immediately, Go-Ichi was like, nah, I'm still him.
100%. Once you add the tech chase element to your game, you don't really got to worry about the hard knockdowns. I play Kevin, so he just gets hard knockdowns regardless with a command throw, but that's the here nor there. Quick little button check here. I like how Go-Ichi stays to his pride and true. That is, he won with Kine last year, I believe.
Oh, yeah, he was playing Kine.
Yeah, he was playing with Kine.
But he played Marco the whole time, yeah. I think he put him out against ET at some point. But
100%.
Kine was just so strong, right, in earlier season. Another character returning. Billy Kane, just as strong as he was last time. Still some great results for this character. And this could be an interesting matchup here for a Bao. Obviously, once Marco closed the distance, it's super scary for Billy. Billy doesn't have any meterless reversals. He has to rely on super at all times of the game, which makes him more susceptible to those 50-50s that Marco really excels in.
Listen, man, one thing about Billy Kane, one of the greatest dash checkers of all time. You think you in range to press a button, but those crouching lights always reach. And mind you, they kind of toned that down before, but it still hits the same way if you use it the proper way, man. Check those dashes. He's just so annoying. But, this is going to be a display here in terms of JDs. Of course, Billy Kane, full screen pokes, right? Very annoying to deal with, but you can crack through the offense.
You can.
Go-Ichi can do it.
Definitely so. We'll see how Bao's Billy Kane plays. Billy is one of the best characters in this game at breaking down the rev meter, right? He'll spin your cash for you because he has so many multi-hitting special moves.
Yes.
If your just defends are not clean enough to preserve your bar, he'll happily help you blow up that rev meter. And once he puts you in overheat, that's when it becomes really scary. You don't have access to your own DP that's meterless. You have to spin meter on your own, which gives Billy more of a chance to just hound you down from far out and get those elongated rev art confirms there.
Let's see how we did with the Sunsetsu, the big poke, when we're not talking about Facebook. It's going to be interesting. Hey, okay, opening gambit time for these guys. Marco versus Billy Kane, one of my favorites. I mean, I kind of missed the bandana. I'm not going.
Facts, yeah. I'm an old school Billy Kane fan too. Bandana, the jumpsuit on, but here we go. He's a little older, looking like Jeff Jarrett right now. It's my world, but right now he's eating that DP to the face. Might have broken those shades. Goichi all the way in. Wake up target combo though, just to create some space.
Forget the throw, and it's not even a backdash. Naturally, people want to backdash right when they feel like a throw is coming right, but no, that was a jump punish. Goichi is wide awake. Don't let the health fool you. This man is a killer. He's trying.
Speed run this round. Look at the health already on the side of a bow.
The pokes. Sunsetsu range. There it is. I like how he backdash. He just thread the needle. Okay. Spacing immaculate.
It's not a bad tool, right? Because if most Billy's gonna dial in 5C into dash. Hold on, we're gonna get a dead Billy Kane right here. Should be the super confirmed. My man Goichi, like you said earlier, squeezing out every bit of that fruit to make sure we go into this next round with the dub. But yeah, the Billy Kane, if you backdash far C, a lot of them will commit to straight to just pull, right? So you might have a chance to whip punish it from far out.
Yes. Woo! That is the next Karate Kid right there. Let's go, Goichi. All right, don't got him in that hard knockdown state. Yes, of course. We're going to have to only obviously offer the power draws over the super. And here it is. He's going to use it. Oh, man, kill some frames into what? With high go low? With high low?
On elbow.
Oh, there it is.
No, nothing. We get neutral jump instead. Hold up. And about cutting his combo short just to go for the throw in the corner. It's actually not a bad idea. We got SPG just locked in. We can hit that rev law at any point here. The force marker of respect tries to challenge. This plus, my guy, you can't do that.
Absolutely. There it is. Oh, what the check. There it is. That crouch light we was talking about. Very annoying stuff. That is a good way of showing that a Billy Kane is awake. But while the jumping, the throw sniped out once again with the forward jump. That was the short hop, of course. Got right on the mark, quick and easy. See you, Goichi. This man is hard. This man is pumping himself up. I see you, Goichi. Let's go, man.
He's like, I need to wrap this up fast, bro. Get under that AC again. You know what I'm saying? Get some hydration.
Hey, man,
inside of me.
Take your time. I'll give you a massage, Goichi, if you need it. Give you a massage. I'll hold the fan. Pass me that fan right there, bro. I'll just bless him real quick.
Just go bless him.
Hell, y'all would. Straight up.
They got the and the players in the players lounge. They got a massage room in there, man. I'm about to go line and say I'm a player and see if I can get,
You know what? Who was it that was in the massage room? Shout out to Ryan Hart. There you go. I heard Ryan Hart, you know what I'm saying? Has been loving it, you know what I'm saying? Get all that tension out of his body. I see you.
Yeah, got to.
Okay, about let me see you, son, man. Man, I love that I could just come over here. Yo, first and foremost, bro, great job. Appreciate everything that you're doing on the SAK side of things, man. Just Fatal Fury in general. Especially that you're in New York. That's probably why I'm being so biased right now with you.
Shout outs to you, my guy. We got to get into this matchup, though. Goichi already, man. Beat down with throw off the back. That's yo, yikes. You beat the background. EWC posters all over them. I didn't even notice that. That's godlike.
Right next to the bar. I actually was seeing that in the rehearsals. It's pretty sweet. I like. I'm in the dingy hangars when I go to training mode, so I always see EWC.
I like it. I like it. Tatsu. We're going to try to get Goichi, try to get about to the wall, excuse me, but great high dodge there. Another anti-air tool for Billy Kane. A great one to go for. He gets so much damage and extends into full screen.
So one tool that I love that Goichi uses on knockdown, he'll just straight up run up on you and just do a DP break. That's just to expose text. And look, he looked like he tried to do it there a little bit just to psych him out, but I went for the legs.
Ooh, too far.
Oh, yo, going.
I love that he delayed that DP, right? We were looking for a just defend possibly here. Throwing off your timing as you get the tapoon to the big super confirm all the way to the skies with that one. You see the top of the bar, bro. And I'm not talking about you being drunk there.
Get ready.
That's right. Even if you regular jump, if you're at the lowest of altitudes, you can't JD.
Well, you
like I'm talking about like your feet on the ground.
No, you can't. You can't. But it also just you kind of throw off their timing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a little bit longer. Yeah, but no, you can't from that low either. So.
Okay, there it goes. The pooper scooper.
Just getting started.
I don't know what made me think of that, but there it is. Chucking that plasma right now at the side of Goichi. Just waiting for it.
Jumps in, target combo. Yeah, right now if you're a bow, there's another guard cancel. And you gotta go with those, man. I mean, the Marco players, obviously you get so much mileage out of it. That 50-50 comes in here. And now, again, not going for anything. He's just been looping the feint right there just to kind of get a bow to wake up with some type of an option, maybe a super, but he is not able to represent that as all. Gets the dash up 2B, a nerf 2B, but still very strong on the side of Billy Kane. DPs from far out. Dude, that was like that part of the knuckle that should not connect from that range. Gets the 2A, doesn't finish it here, and another guard cancel. The patience from Goichi, the defense, we talk about it all the time right there, working in his favor. Beautiful guard cancel, literally letting a bow forge his own path to losing there. He was like, listen, I'm gonna sit right here. I'm not doing anything. You come to me when you're ready to get this round over with. And just like that, man, he is sweltering right now. You see Goichi putting his all, man, giving all of his energy right now into this one, putting him 2-1 here, trying to wrap this up as quickly as he can, Yipes.
This man is hyping himself up. I like that. With age, you just get more buttons on the arcade stick. You notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
It's all right, man. Yo, give my man more ice in that bag, yo. We need it. We need him to stay in them cool altitudes. But I mean, he's a cold-blooded killer at the end of the day. So no matter without the ice or not, Abao's gonna have to think about it because he's being the aggressor right now. It's go each. I mean, I used to call this man Go One for such a long time.
Understandably so. I mean, he is #1, right? The returning champion, looking to keep that single digit by his name. Doesn't want to be like any other one here, but we got to get through this first round, of course, in a great position. About yet again, beautiful high dodges. I'm loving that he's sniping the air approach from Goichi, but Goichi is still usually winning on the ground. We see some fireballs the first time in this set here, which is interesting. Marco's got a great one, but obviously he's been so close to him. Doesn't need to go for it. Confirm. Oh, there it is. EX neutral skip. It's time to play the game. Triple H style. And we get out of there, though. Oh, and another one. Again, are we gonna overhead now? We still have not done it yet, Yipes. This is crazy. An entire set. I know every Marco on rank be frothing at the mouth to hit those. Goichi, though, doesn't need to. Represents the ignition gear. Set point for your returning champion.
Abao's not ready, man. I mean, defensively, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to counterpoke on his wake up, but you see those little slight delays. He like dashes up, look at his food, and just goes for the crouching light kick every single time. This man Goichi is on one, but there you go, Abao. Wake up. Looks like he hit the snooze button.
Yeah, you gotta crack him over the head, too, with that pole. See if we can get a big one here. Speak softly, carry a big stick is Billy Khan. As we get the super farm. He said it's getting hot around here. It damn sure is. He's about to hit him burning all the way through. Wake up, rev blow, though.
That's right. That is karate. The multiple chops, the trade. He almost was in range to actually still get the combo, but it was a light on light, right? So he kept it kind of even for them. There you go, Abao. Show some prowess here, my boy. He was getting washed. Them clothes was getting hung up.
Yo, dry, y'all hung out to dry, bro. You don't need that, man. Definitely got to run this back. Beautiful 2C. Cut the dash in there, and that was greatly done from Abao. Abao looking awake, like you said, closing his corner. This is what you need. Maybe force a bad habit out of Goichi. Goichi doesn't care, though. He's going to hold up north on that stick, get out of the corner, run it back, but I got the cross-cut DP on my side. You can't skip out of here, man.
Yeah, let's go. Go for the legs or the pull my finger stand jab. No, I love it. The whiff into the low. He hasn't represented that overhead yet. I mean, that one interaction with the trade, of course. Gotta watch out, Bao. There you go. Get your space. Reset that gambit, please. Stay right there. That could have been a super. Which is good for those.
He's trying to flex. He's trying to far B the Billy Kane's far at C. That's crazy. Trying to go from there. Gonna get the jump C at the right time over the EX straight pole. Shokuken.
The delay low. Woo, you a scumbag, Goichi. I flinched, I promise you. He doesn't have the meter yet, but if he's using more special moves, of course, he's building up on that power charge and just run up and give him a piece of his mind. Goichi, moving forward, never backwards. Taking it over, Abao, 3-0. Solid as usual. I'm not surprised. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? If anybody could take it to Goichi, there's too many killers nowadays, but I wouldn't be surprised if Goichi just washes you throughout this whole tournament. The best of the best is in the building. Your champion moves on.
I mean, with that play, you couldn't have told me that this guy was suffering, right? Having some problems health-wise, but he is looking great. He's looking strong. The Goichi of old has returned here, looking to double up, get another one of those trophies, defending himself as well. But we got to give shout outs to Abao. Abao came here, fought really hard in the LCQ. Unfortunately for him, had to run into the returning hungry champion because, you know, that's the breaks, man. That's how the brackets end up. But look at this matchup. Goichi already with the DP breaks. He was deep in thought. He's like, well, what do I do? I got to figure this out one. But Goichi, the guard cancels, man, so prevalent in this set. And I think just cutting off the offense, guard cancels are so strong, obviously, Yipes, but doing it to Billy Kane was just so strong.
Okay, guys, well, listen, kick back and relax for a second. We're just going to take a little bit of a breather, but please enjoy these highlights. More EWC action when we return.
Welcome back. 4 games down, many more to come, and already exciting endings. I would have to say Goichi finds a way to get a win despite literally being up there with ice to cool him down. Talk about a champion. He's trying to go back-to-back. Hey, I'm Taylor Reflections, Noble Course, Logan Sama. Tasty Steve.
Hey now.
Welcome to the desk. How you liking the action so far?
Bro, it's been crazy. It's one of my first time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm trying. I got to keep up. I got to keep up. I got to keep up.
We got you.
First time being able to talk about this game at this level, and it's crazy because this is the highest level you can get. It's crazy to see this game played, especially at such a big esports level and so much representation. I'm glad we got such a good group to start off today.
Well, Steve, let's go right back to you, man, because you were watching over there in the green room. You came up here. You know, there was a big talking point that Logan, Colt, and myself had at the top of the show. Basher comes in, the young gun making big waves this year. He goes against Score, a rematch from previous tournaments in the past. They go the distance for what it's worth, but Score, the experience, pays off.
Old man action. I like, look, as an old man representative of the fighting game community, no slack to the young guns. I love seeing the older players get up there. Score came ready to play. The pre-show, obviously, a very strong choice on the side of Basher, and I'm happy to see him get to travel. Just started, but it goes to the old man. The offense is just too strong.
Yeah, he was experienced enough to change his character, right?
That's true. That's true. Look, everything don't go to... Sometimes you want to give him a ground, so you go early with the Andy, right? His Andy, that's what he's known for. But, of course, it wasn't able to get the job done. Mr. Karate, however, we know the nose knows it all, and put the mask on if you want to get the win.
Well, here it is.
They didn't care about me until I put on the mask.
Goichi gets a big 3-0 against Abao. Lancer, though, unfortunately, a heavy 3-0 loss against Finrich.
Yes.
But Punko comes in strong against Neku, taking him down 3-0. And then, of course, we talked about it, the 3-2. Basher versus Score. The experience pays off. Score moves forward, and Score's looking to do a lot more damage moving forward because we have our decider matches. And now, for the decider matches, by the way, puts you one step away from advancing to the playoffs. So, Logan, for these competitors, some of them, especially like Goichi, right? Finrich, Punko, as well as Score, they're one match away from moving forward.
Yeah, of course. You know, they've come into this, they've had time to prepare for their matches, and they're going to be looking ahead. They're going to be aware of what their potential path is. The big discussion point, I don't know if we're going to get into these matches yet.
Not yet.
That, but, you know, we're looking down the line, and Fenrich Goichi is definitely one we'll talk about at length.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, of course, they're no strangers to getting the job done. They know that it's a long and arduous road to that EWC title. They're very, very much locked in and ready to go. And all those 3 zeros, you know they're locked in.
Yeah, which is, so again, first time coming into the fighting game scene. It was blistering fast, Steve. I was blown away.
You asked us at the start, right, how long is this going to take?
Yeah, right.
And Colt turned around and went, about 7 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
He couldn't believe it.
I'm used to like 30, 45 minutes per game.
7 minutes. Was an overestimation for some of those sets.
I'm like, what is going on? 7 minutes, but it was that fast, which makes it that much more impressive watching them play because, I mean, it quite literally comes down to frame-by-frame action. And Basher knows all about that, but he's got to come back and protect his key. Let's hear what Basher had to say.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Basher after his match with Score, an epic showdown indeed. But I want to get some info from him about how he feels it all went down. So, Basher, obviously, at this stage of the game, when you're playing on a massive stage where there's a lot of pressure, there's different things going through your head. You might change how you're thinking about a matchup, how you're thinking about an opponent. What mentally, if you could go back, would you have done differently?
Ahora que estás jugando en un estadio grande con mucha gente viéndote, a veces quieres pensar de otra forma en la manera en la cual atacas a un oponente. ¿Qué te hubiese gustado hacer diferente en esa partida?
Pues creo que supe llevar bien los nervios. Pensé que iba a estar un poquito más afectado por el escenario, pero no, creo que pude mantenerme concentrado en el juego. Lamentablemente pues perdí, me hubiera gustado tal vez ser un poco más paciente en la partida, aguantar un poco más. Estuve en un momento a un golpe de ganar, pero pues Score me dio la vuelta, así que creo que me habría gustado ser más paciente.
I think I did really well with the nervousness. I thought I was going to be way more nervous in the stage, but I think I would have liked to be more patient here. I was maybe one hit away from winning at some points of the game, but at the end of the day, he took the score away from me, and I wish I would have been a little bit more patient.
All right, I guess experience is key, and hindsight is 20/20.
You know, you look at Basher and clearly a little bit nervous, right, getting onto that stage. He only has experience, I believe, leaving Mexico for a competition only one other time before this. So, Steve, for his first global competition, he gets out there under the bright lights. He's nervous, but he still went the distance.
I mean, you got to think about it. His character's very strong. Preacher, one of those characters that still very strong in the meta. And just the fact that his knockdown mix was so strong. Knockdown, hold the fireball, and very much taking advantage of some of those corner situations. So much so that he forced the switch from Andy to Mr. Karate against Score. And Score really started to feel better after that, but it was only because he had a lot better job and easier tools dealing with it. The damage cash out from Mr. Karate. He had a fireball that he can play with that actually traveled full screen, and the damage cash out tells the biggest story.
The number of times you see him just catch him in neutral there, as well. It was crazy.
It was crazy indeed, but it wasn't just the only series. Even though it was the closest, Punko ended up going against Neku. It was a blowout 3-0.
Hey.
It was, but I don't think it was.
Guess who got a TikTok ban?
That easy as it looks as it was on paper
What?
for Punko, because you see at the end of the set how emotional he was, how expressive he was at the end of the set. It meant a lot to him.
Yeah.
Like, is it like how long? Wait, not the flaggy ban.
No, it was like that thing of deducting points from creators. And then the same thing you described, like
yeah, so they haven't fixed it.
Yeah, no gifting, no yada yada yada, and then some removing points.
Yeah, they haven't fixed it, man.
Yeah, hey, that's bad. It was horrible. It was horrible. So yeah, that's this.
Wow. So we're still in square one. It's not been fixed. That's why I haven't even bothered streaming on TikTok since. It's crazy, man.
I don't think I'll bother with this thing as much. That's so disheartening. I was so prepared. I hate that. And I hate it so much.
You need to see how happy I was on D1. Only for me to get hit with a point deduction flag. I was like, what the hell is
Yeah, the point deduction thing. Like, now that affects how your account is recommended and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is bullshit. Okay,
it's crazy.
All right, cool. You can go back to studying.
All right, I'll just try to like stay updated, and once they said it's fixed, I'll let you know on the Discord.
All right, thanks.
Into the winners, but also to protect their own key. We might have some people get eliminated very, very shortly. But for you all out there, fresh season means fresh characters, and you have a chance to get yourself the Fist of the North Star, Kenshiro. Let's see what it's all about.
Whoever is next to die, come step forward.
This game is
Love will never die. Stronger together. Not bad. You are already dead. Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Welcome back, everyone. We're about to head into our first elimination matches. Things start to heat up as they will continue over the next 4 days. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble, Logan Sama, and this time around, we've got a special guest, Monger. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Doing good. I literally just got off a flight, and I'm here right now. Hello.
Where you coming from?
Coming from good old Canada.
Ooh, long flight, huh?
It's pretty long.
But worth it, though. Worth it to be here, of course.
Absolutely. I've never been in Europe before, so it's quite the experience.
Europe at all? Obviously, you haven't any chance to experience it that much yet, but...
I got to see the ride from the airport to here, and it's lovely.
You probably still saw the Eiffel Tower, though, on the highway, I would assume.
Maybe I'm blind. I don't think I saw it yet.
Well, you know
I'm going to aim to see it, though. I'm going to aim to see it.
If I wasn't wearing contacts, I'd be blind as well, okay? Hey, Eiffel Tower's out there. You got a lot to see, of course, and including here at EWC on this very stage. We just watched 4 matches. Did you have a chance to catch any of them, obviously?
Yes. I came in. I literally saw Goichi do his thing. Big fan of Goichi. You know, I started back in got my name out there in the Dragon Ball FighterZ Day, and Goichi was very dominant back in those days, and he's still dominant to this day. So him just still doing his work.
That's right. Well, I guess let's go a little bit deeper. You know, if the crowd doesn't know who are you? What does fighting games mean to you? And what is Fatal Fury to you as an influencer?
Well, for me, I'm the Monger. If you know me at all, probably because I do a lot of fighting game related guides, info news, this, that, and the other. Fighting games mean everything to me.
Okay.
I've been doing this since 1991. I'd say 89, but Street Fighter 1 actually kind of sucked. So Street Fighter 2 and onwards, we're good to go. As far as Fatal Fury, like Fatal Fury is an OG. Like I've been there since Fatal Fury 1. I love Terry. When Mai showed up, you know, everyone loves Mai, but Mai wasn't there till Fatal Fury 2. I'm a Tung Fu Roo kind of guy. I don't know if he's ever going to make DLC. We'll see. But yeah, just like many of the OG fighting games, I love Fatal Fury along with every other kind of fighting game.
Well, coming up, though, speaking of fighting games, I believe Basher will retake this stage to go against, or excuse me, it's going to be Punko going against Score. This is going to be our first winner bracket match. Winner moves forward into the playoffs. What do you think about these two competitors?
I'm a Punko kind of guy. Like, he definitely made his name back in the Street Fighter 4 days, and I've been a fan ever since. So, like, regardless of anything else, I got to vote for my boy.
You a shirt-off kind of guy?
Sorry?
Are you a shirt-off kind of guy?
Not right now. We're still losing weight, but not quite there yet.
Is that the thing?
That's what
I've been hearing about.
Yeah,
he's the guy.
Punko is the guy. Can he do it here? I don't know if he's been told about the rules.
Well, he's got that esports jersey on. I think we got to keep the brand going strong here.
He does. He's representing Weibo.
Unless he's got that tattooed on him underneath. But
you know what? It might be a special appearance. It's going to be Punko Weibo Gaming going against Score, and Score is coming off of a 3-2. It's a very tough series against Basher.
Genuine veterans as well. Punko at 40 years old, Score at 42, so they're doing it for us older gentlemen, showing that we can still compete at these levels, which is very exciting to see.
I'm in my 40s myself, so I'm always going to root for the old guy.
All right, well, let's go with the old guys. I love it. The old guard out here on the desk and on the stage as well. El Colt Vicious, let's get the party started.
And here we are for the rest of the matches here in Group B. Myself, Vicious, with El Colt to bring all the action here in City of the Wolves. As you guys have been watching thus far, Punko versus Score is what you're looking at, but what you could expect is going to be sheer mayhem. Colt, how are you feeling about this matchup?
Oh, I am so happy to be here. These two legends, these two are complete titans that have been engraving their names in our fighting game history. And now, right now, we'll be able to see who can survive. In the winner side of the bracket, of course, there is still a lot of road ahead of us of good quality. Of course, we are watching Score. We know him. One of the most complete gamers, an absolute gamer in terms of the SNK Familia. He's always there, like representing, super invested in all of these games. And of course, Punko, we know him, like the crazy guy.
Right, so that's the thing. When you talk about the craziness, it's controlled chaos majority of the time. When you think about the type of offense he presents, majority of the time, the players he's playing up against, they're in his realm, right? They're in his jurisdiction. You have to keep up with his pace in order for him to stop, and that's the only chance you'll get to actually score a round, score a knockdown, etc. The crazy thing about it is, they have faced off against each other over at EVO Japan. Although they were both within the top 8 in their respective games in City of the Wolves, they actually had the luxury of facing off against each other. Punko had the better half of it, 2-1 against Score. Can he find the rebuttal here at EWC? Game 1 begins.
I think that you used the perfect word there, my dear Vicious, the word control. How much control can Punko have instead to fight these Mr. Karate from Score that we know, of course, will be baiting a lot of those Draco Supremos, but so far the offense is on in the side of Punko. There you go, Game Punish over there. He's one of the wild ones, and this is going to deliver a lot of damage.
Yeah, although we talk about that stance a lot, Supremo is not going to stop you if Gato is on the other side. Now the pressure begins. We get the forward throw, but the SPG could spell a lot of damage from the side of Score. Revving up now. We do get the Drago Supremo. It's not going to be the one to open up. We get a big counter hit from Punko to at least leading to the knockdown.
Made the read immediately in order to punish the wake up. The super is going to deliver damage, and there is a big opening. There is not a lot of hit. Maybe there no resources there. He's not going to make it. So close. Unable to kill. He got the money.
Crazy, son.
He's cashing out. Round number 1 is going for Score. What a comeback back. We're going back and forth, my dear Vicious.
I was looking at the rev meter. I was looking at him going from XL to XL route, and dear God Almighty, he was building up so much damage. Already into the next round, though, Punko scoring the initial knockdown. Score is in this corner. He's going to get hit with the ignition, causing this knockdown. Punko, what's going to be the setup?
Nothing, just patience over there trying to land from the top. But now the opening is here for Score, trying to go from left to right, right to left, and finding the damage on the wake-up options. And now finally Draco Supremo, the counter is here. And you know this is gonna be a lot of damage. You're gonna be into SPG. Punko, how are you gonna get out of that corner?
Oh, you're definitely listening to the Dragon's Roar, but now the command grab coming in from the stance as well. Supremo, reigning Supreme actually, catching the jump. There's gonna be a lot of damage on the table. It might just be the game for Score. He's got an addition. Best believe he's gonna go into it, and that's going to be the finisher for game 1. Score showing a huge difference in comparison to the last time they met, right? He was going in with the Andy the last time. This is a whole different Score, no pun intended, with the brand new choice coming in with Mr. Karate.
Yeah, that's the point, right? This is a new age of the game. In EVO Japan, things were different because of the characters, and now they are here facing each other as the new weapon of choice is here, no other than Mr. Karate.
Yeah, so sharp and pretty much out the gate for a lot of these characters. That's actually how a lot of the people have been kind of adjusting towards qualifying from where they did up until this point, making sure that they have a karate at their disposal, under their belt. But right now, Punko obviously going through a little bit of the contemplation phase, right? There has been a lot of trials and tribulation as he's been the Gato main from out the gate. I think there's been so many matchups that he's been accustomed to.
From the start.
Exactly, right? So I don't doubt it that he'll be able to get himself acclimated towards the things that Score is showing off right now.
No, going for the stance. Oh, but you are gonna get the head. And I want to tell you that, like, the thing here, when you face karate, control is the stuff. You really need to be very careful with your buttons. You cannot be crazy and insane. And of course, right now, Score is capitalizing on that little mistake from Punko, but I love that cross-up. And now against the corner, you're gonna get the counter hit. It can hurt, and this will give Punko the advantage.
Being able to get that juggle was ever so important now, leading into a couple of other uppercuts. Landing actually into that uppercut, excuse me. We do get the back stance into the command grab. Very similar stuff, too. Give me that!
Look at that those fancy shoes, my friend. That's some bling. Oh, but you're gonna wake up with buttons. I love that Punko. Yeah, the craziness. You talk about control, Vicious. The chaos, sorry. Vicious, there it is.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of times where if you're gonna test somebody, close 5A, obviously on wake up, being able to have 4 frames to you, it's the best way to chase. Oh my God, best way to test, I should say. That back stance into command grab, going into the rest of the XL is so important, right?
So important to be always flowing, always attempting new stuff. Okay, the stance is not gonna work here by Score. Ah, nice jumping, not allowing Punko to get anything, but finally back against the corner.
I think it's so sick that he has that right off the wall, being able to jump deep.
immediately cashing out, trying to make as much damage as possible, not going for any kind of upscaling. No, you're gonna get punished. Don't think that is not unsafe. And there you go, skipping the neutral vicious.
In Shippuk is going to be something you have to get used to. But man, I gotta say, Punko's been doing a great job of, I wanted to say, avoiding the stance up until this point.
He's dead. To be honest, it's so heartbreaking sometimes that you are doing great. You make one mistake, and players like Score will be able to say, look at those fists, like,
every single
Score
time.
smash.
Every single time, when you get the camera up on Score, best believe he's smashing his fists together. He is ready for some more of that action. I like that. We do get the JDGC going into the uppercut as well. A couple of confirms, couple of lights into the ignition.
Getting a little bit of ice into Punko's offense, not allowing him to get any kind of momentum, but here we go. Rising up over all that waterfall, we are going against the gravity.
Oh. And air, that's a counter. You were able to actually get an extension if you were to throw out some of the lights too. Oh boy.
They go with the overhead, always dangerous, always a problem with Deco Supremo. There is a big mistake by Score, but he catch it again. No.
Wasn't going to go into a super off of that, obviously.
Oh, there he go. He's going to find the punish. I don't know if he has enough resources. Yes, he will have to spend, of course, but he will be able to get it. Those sides. Yeah.
The chiropractic treatment.
Readjustments.
And Punko, hand on his head again. Every time, man, when he gets some of these games,
he feels so much. There is so much in the line right here. And you can see, even if these are veterans, you know they can go forth. And they want to go as far as possible in this tournament.
And you know it too. Like, he wears his emotion on his sleeve. In any game he plays, right, win or lose, you can see the amount of emotion that goes through him every single time. And he kind of shows it off in his gameplay as well.
Why am I doing this to me? Why am I not picking karate?
Yeah. Honestly, he's got the way of Kung Fu right now. I think he's been such a stellar example of what Gato can do, even so when he became even more relevant in the meta.
Yeah, and there was a time that Gato was not doing that good in the charts, let's say.
Sure.
And Punko always has been with him. This is a man who is loyal, and of course that loyalty is paying right now. He is able to keep things 1-1, very, very close. Of course, Score also went to the extra mile against Basher last time. But let's see. Lovely DP. That's going to be able to deliver some extra damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're against the corner. Oh, he let it roll out. And Page is right now over here by Score.
I want to say Corso from the side of Punko as well. Not going to be tantalized by the stance. I like the JD on the way through. Oh, you tried to do it. No, sir. The slowdown. Not going to lead to big damage just yet. Score just needs a single hit. Confirm. Not going to be enough.
Those old man reaction. Man. One frame confirmed from the low kick into the super. And in the end, Score is able to close it out. Right now, he is looking fantastic.
And these guys have been like duking it out thus far. It's pretty much tied up at least game to game. But with Score at the advantage this far within the round, does get that successful bait. You thought you could invincible your way through this?
No,
not by any means.
You will have to pay in blood, of course. And right now, how are you getting out of there? The red blow is not going to work. Punko is feeling that blood in the water. He's sniffing it, and he's trying to hunt as the wolf he is.
Yeah, a little bit difficult. No! Because, oh, lordy. I couldn't tell you what that was. Even in all my time in watching this game, I couldn't tell you what that error was coming from the side of Punko, but he is paying it dearly for it. Look at the red!
Yeah, look at it. The heat is going up. You have to be very, very careful, but of course, Punko is not down. There is a big situation, 78% of hit, and that's gonna be the confirm. Not enough to kill. One more touch, Vicious.
It's still anybody's game, by the way. We are recovering a little bit more on the red gauge, but if anything, it's always gonna be coming out eventually, right? The Hien Shippuk.
Able to skip it. The kick that rides the wind is going to earn that second victory for Score. So close, but still, Punko can bring it back. As you said before, he is the chaos-made person. He is in control, and he will find a way in order to fight Score and bring us to that game number 5 that I would love to see. Like, we started this broadcast with a a match that went the length of game number 5. I would love to see that happen in between these two veterans.
Right, that's been happening for the side of Score when we saw him versus Basher earlier, but then you saw on the other side the way that Punko got to this exact position. He steamrolled his opponent, right? It's not to take the respect away from his opponent, but that's just the way that Punko operates. That's something that we all have known him for, right? That a very aggressive offense. But right now, he's been kind of slowed down. This is the first time we've seen a couple of very important speed bumps, and that comes by way of the EX Tapu coming in, too.
All the screen, bro. He's able to skip all of the screen in order to reach you and punish you. But look at those red sparks. You just love to see them. The pink is doing something, but right back at you. Fantastic punish over here by Score. And even if it's a little bit scaled, it doesn't matter because it will get all of the momentum for him.
Yeah, being a run character that he is, he's able to tech chase quite conveniently as well. So you can see the pressure is just not going to be let up just yet until he creates that space for himself. Punko now being the aggressor. Yes, sir, the target combo mid-air. Not being able to stuff out the second one.
The crouching ace finding each other. And now, finally, Punko with the chance. The overheat is here. Can you break the... Oh, what a disrespect! Going for the Ryuga in order to keep everything. And we are going to send this man to the fever check because he is in overheat. Those taunts were very, very dangerous.
Oh, I don't think there's any more ice packs left in the back. Hold on, we got the hidden gear!
No,
it catches midair! It actually caught Score!
I love that you say it, man. This man is pure chaos and it's going to pay. Yes, it was expensive, but you got the win. If you have the money, you have to spend it.
It's wild. He has his vision back in lore in this game. He still, after the hidden gear, chooses not to look at his opponents as he gets knocked out. I love the bravery. I love the choice coming in from Punko.
You have nothing else to lose, man. Just let it rip. You just love it. And then catching the Shibuko. He's reading. He is looking at it. He's sensing it.
Adapting towards the neutral skip. That's what I wanted to see coming in from Punko.
Oh, but he's trying to read a little bit too much, maybe. But finally getting up with the disrespectful wake up in the DP. Trying to find some catches over here. Score is gonna skip the neutral.
Oh, he tried to flinch into it. I don't know what it was, but he did get counter it for his troubles. And now we see Score trying to go a little bit more airborne. Oh, speaking of airborne, Punko trying to take it all the way back as well, but still gets intercepted by the Dragon Punch.
How Shoko can in order to finish the combo. Oh, big mistake, but no, that was the bait. And Punko is gonna fall for it. After he was playing so much out of his mind, the Score is gonna chill this man. He's gonna pour a bucket of ice over him. And he has been finishing his combos with that just to deliver that extra sodium to their opponents. It's not needed to go for the full rumble, but Score is gonna do it.
Yo, Gato was caught looking at the shoes. He was looking at the Funky Garcias. Heck no, man. There's no way we're gonna get away from that gaze. Oh, the Dragon Supremo again! I'm telling you, man. That is the end-all, be-all for this character. Do not get caught with the Funky Garcias.
It's the hack deluxe, my friend. The hack deluxe moves of the man who drives a Ferrari. But finally, going up there with the Dragon Punch, Punko is gonna get a little bit of breathing space. Let's see if he can do it. But all of Joe's defense in perfect time, and then you go for the guard cancel. I don't care if I am in overheat, but Punko is gonna punish you for that.
Ah, but he's not gonna be able to extend, right? Because he put himself into overheat, right?
Yeah.
He had to cut his combo short. We get the nice confirm off of a couple of lights.
Oh, he decided to break it. I love what Punko is doing right now. These two players right now with no extra options. Both of them are out of overheat. Who is gonna survive? Who's gonna do it? Vicious. Where you going? Oh, we're gonna do it again. Oh, that's so disgusting. And if you fail, you're just gonna let it rip again. Damn.
Why not? If it didn't work the first time, you're ending it in rev blow. Why not do it again?
And he could have done it a third time even.
And you could see the slight smirk. You could see the slight smirk coming in from Score. He's like, you know what? That's part of the game, baby.
It's your fault for not choosing this character. Like that's me. Yes, and Punko, of course. Heavy situation. He's not out of the tournament. It's a heavy defeat, of course. Here in the EWC, as we said before, everything is earned. But right now, the one who takes it is Score. He's going to be going out of this bracket on the winner's side.
Our very first of qualifiers coming in from Group B. That is Score, who was, initially coming in with the Andy. And thought to himself, why am I doing this? Why not just go why not go back into the dojo and show off that Mr. Karate?
Why am I trying so hard? If we have better tools, like if you have a knife or an electric knife, why would I go regular? Like, and that's what Score is teaching us right now. As you said, Andy is one of the best in the business, and I love to see him, but it's a lot of money over here.
Here's the thing, though, right? When you get to encounter one of the many Mr. Karates, from like Punko's perspective, right? You got to think to yourself, steel sharpens steel, right? This is only going to get you prepared for the other Mr. Karates. Considering he was coming in from the winner's side, there's still a very valid chance for him to make it out of phase 1. But it all depends, right? How does he recover emotionally? You could see it, the expressions all over the replays, all over Punko's face. It's not the game that's going to be defeating him at the end. It's how he comes back more from his...
the duality of man.
Exactly, right? From the emotions that are being presented, right? If the
correct.
morale is down, then it's going to be a little bit more of a hindrance than the gameplay itself.
You are completely right. Like, yes, it is true that Mr. Karate is one of the best, if not the best character in the game, but that also means the match can be very well studied right now. So players are gaining experience as they go in this, let's say, trial of fire. And in the end, we will see. Of course, Fenrich is coming now. He will be facing the champion himself, the God Slayer Goichi.
And he's going to be cold as ice. Well, he's going to have to focus up on this one. If you take a look at the overall record that they've had, even in the previous seasons, it felt like Goichi was the one to get the last big W against Fenrich over at Combo Breaker 2025. But even so, prior to that, when you took a look at the way that Fenrich dismantled him over in Brussels Challenge, he actually had the double jeopardy situation and taken all the games away from Goichi. But it's not to take away from the prime fact that Goichi is coming in as the champion, as the king of the throne here at EWC, and also with different characters, different looks. We'll see if it's going to spell a different story. In fact, they actually had the luxury of playing off against each other over at Evo Japan as well, where Goichi took it down 2-0.
You are completely right, Vicious, bringing the facts, bringing the information. But we will see, is Goichi going to stay with Mr. Karate? He has been using him indeed. But are we going with El Señor Rodriguez himself?
Marco Rodriguez has been his tried and true, and for very good reason, right? As soon as he is able to score the knockdown, as soon as he's able to kind of initiate the mix off of the overhead, or even the high-low game.
It's party time. You are on the floor, it's party time for Goichi, man.
Absolutely.
He will want to take you to the dance floor with his Marco, but no, it looks like we're going to stay with the big guns.
Mr. Karate just might be on the field for both players. Now, all things considered, when we saw the upper bracket quarterfinals, Goichi had taken the big 3-0 over Abao. Fenrich also getting his big 3-0 over Lancer. This is going to be a very different story, I feel like, considering they are also very good close training partners.
Completely right. Both, let's say, pillars of columns of the Japanese community, a community that we know help each other out all of the time, trying to improve, trying to be that bastion of quality that Japan is in our community, in the FGC. But there's also very, very important stuff happening in the championship side of things, because these are some of the first championship points that EWC will award to the team. So, of course, Team Vitality, who was very close to the championship last year, would be having high hopes for Fenrich and their other team members. But let's go, because immediately Goichi is going to land. Oh, wild punish right back at you from Fenrich.
That was a pretty big read to go for that backdash as well, to connect with that far D.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Just a matter of time. I know Lord Lazarus is in the back trying to count as many hey as possible.
That would
Keeping
be
the stat alive.
That would be an insane statistic to have. How many Draco Supremos hits in this tournament? But here we go, Goichi yet again finding the opening, about to get Fenrich into the SPG, and we are gonna let it rip. He had one bar. I do believe he doesn't want it to risk it. Wanted to stay and just play it cool, trying to find a way that Fenrich will make a mistake. And look at that defensive. If you know Goichi, you know that he's one of the best, if not the best defensive player in the FGC.
We do get the conversion as well. It should be the first round. It sure is. You know what's really interesting to see also when it comes to like the JD options that you would get normally against any character, I feel like that does kind of get thwarted because of that close C that Robert has. Or excuse me, that Mr. Karate has. I didn't mean to, expose his identity. I know he has the mask on.
I don't know what you're talking about. Here you go. Fenrich is going to try to gain some momentum of his own. He needs this inertia, not allowing Goichi to get out of the corner. Let's see, do backdash in order to control the space. But Goichi is gonna get out of there with the taquito and finding the order. No respect over there by Fenrich.
I like that. That's going to be the name of the game.
Look at the
Majority of the time, when you see two karates up on the screen, you can expect the stance to reign supreme. No pun intended. Oh, you thought you could get off the wall?
Look at all of that. Look at how much he's gonna cash out of that DP. That's one of the super strengths that right now Mr. Karate has. He's going to go. No, he didn't let it rip. He knew that the Hao Shokoken would not hit. Going for the command grab, you know, to see those knees in your face. That's the Takuma tech.
You know, you've got enough in the tank to go for the hidden gear, which he's going to do. Fenrich, not shy about it, not going to be too reserved. He's going to spend all of that meter to get the hidden gear.
Look at that, and even if this was not a kill, that of course is not.
Oh, it's not.
But it doesn't matter because he is completely cool, and he will be able to spend. Oh my God, Goichi! What a madman! Waking up with comment. Oh my God!
I don't feel safe. Even if I'm here at the caster's desk, I don't feel safe. My man woke up with violence. He chose the command grab. And also, God bless the SPG, by the way. Being able to withstand the rest of that hidden gear damage was actually quite a surprise. And that's something I feel like it isn't talked about enough, right? When we talk about having that SPG at the very end, it's a whole different type of threat when you're able to withstand high damage situations like that.
And we're gonna see that all there. Look at that. Bringing knees to faces as there were hands to cheeks. That's disgusting over here by Goichi, who is trying to establish that he is indeed that giant that other players will have to take down in order to win this tournament.
It's a kind of different ball game, right? When we talk about Goichi Prime, we talk about him kind of playing a very strategic type of game until he scores that knockdown. But like the last time we had seen him over against Abao, that was the most aggressive Marco Rodriguez we had seen. Maybe, you know, being in this current state, he's like, you know what? I gotta be the aggressor. I gotta let it all out. So going with the Mr. Karate, getting these Drago Supremos against Fenrich over and over and over again, we're starting to see a lot more of an aggressive side to Goichi.
And I think that's one of the things that make these characters so dangerous when you are fighting someone that you know. Like, you know a little bit of their bad habits, and the Drago Supremo can bring the most out of them. Look at now, Fenrich right now being very cautious, being very patient. We are gonna get thrown. No, if you're gonna cancel, you have to do it right.
My mistake. That's the crouching C. Look at that, the double hitter.
From side to side, let's see. Not able to capitalize. Fenrich trying to find a spot right here, as we were saying, trying to fight those double kicks, but it's not working right now, Vicious. It feels that. Can you feel the tension?
There's a little bit, but that's kind of broken up immediately. Goichi coming in airborne first. Oh, he's tantalizing a little bit with the stance.
Yeah, he's bringing, he's baiting, but Fenrich is not biting. Sadly for him, he's gonna get this hit, and that's gonna be enough. It doesn't matter if you're going to overhit. Game point right here for Goichi.
I think it's the first time we've actually seen the EX Tatsu actually get punished.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Right, something dead. Fenrich is able to open up and going forward from side to side. He's going to break that throw. But I feel that Fenrich is finding those moments that Goichi is letting his guard down and opening up. He's being very patient right now.
Oh, caught by a straight fireball. Still trying to create some space for himself as well. Oh, Goichi getting snapped by the...
Ooh, that's gonna be
huge as well. As you were about to say, that uppercut being baited from the side of Goichi. Just look at the amount of control now that he gets the corner. Off of the reset, by the way. Great defense!
Going for the prediction, getting as much damage as he can. But Goichi is gonna let something. Sadly, he did not believe. The hit was there, but the belief was lacking.
All the way down, there was a punish. Yeah, being able to get the cancel.
Love to see it. Going for the extra options, and of course the corner carry. Look at all of that real estate gain.
He went for the air-to-air off of the reset. Goichi with the reads.
My man, getting that command grab reset, and he is going to chill down a little bit with the hidden gear.
It's got to be a lot of it. Look at the damage. No funny business. No Jim Carrey involved. That is the mask.
Put it on. Put it on. Keep the secret. And there you go. My God, Goichi is playing out of his mind, man. And Fenrich is a fantastic player, but he's being completely controlled by Goichi.
Yeah, I think for those that have been following along Goichi's story for like quite some time in the FGC, you know him as having some of the best defense in any game he touches, right? He's coming in from like anime fighters as well. This is the first time we've seen like a very aggressive side, but also a slight hint of the Goichi that used to be, right? That read off of the reset, off of the D target combo reset, of him going for the air-to-air, that was a phenomenal call-out against Fenrich to kind of turn it all around for him. That led into this moment. That led into the hidden gear.
And what I love to see, Vicious, right now is you see Goichi adapting to what Fenrich is trying to do. Like, Fenrich was trying to be more patient, to give him more space, to find the mistakes from Goichi, and Goichi said, oh, you're gonna let me play? Bro, I'm gonna play.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's going to be the nature of a lot of the Mr. Karate players now. It's like, if you're going to give me this opening, best believe you are not allowed to complain about it later.
Yeah, completely right. And Mr. Karate, like, right now, at how he is in this moment in the game, is ideal to make those shifts. Like, you feel your opponent being very aggressive, you go with the baits, you go for the counters, and you'll get a lot out of it. But if they want to be patient, he can also deliver crazy offensive and, of course, damage right now. Look at him, Goichi, right now, even eating those fireballs, going for the beautiful stuff.
He made the big lead, too, against the big neutral skip. He got double JDs, got the guard cancel out of it as well. Yo, Fenrich, I see you defensively.
I want to see more from Fenrich. There you go. You were talking about the reads, and there they are, Vicious. Fenrich, of course, not down yet, but he's gonna get this one.
Yeah,
he has the money.
He does have the money for it. Can we get into the ignition?
Just an extra salt to that dish, and he's cooking. Fenrich is now out.
He had just the perfect amount of seasoning to that. Okay. I didn't know if he was going to be fully, fully cooking or not.
Of course, he's after all. What a confirm over there, feeling it. You have to feel that in order to run and catch that. And look at that, 50% is gone.
Brother, he had a mile and a day to confirm that. He got the fireball counter hit as soon as it even said the words. He was running.
And then again, Goichi getting that, letting him go. Let him go. Look at the patience, going back for it. Telling to Fenrich, you wanna get to me? You have to open. Oh, and he's gonna bite for that. What a prediction over there by Fenrich that it's going to capitalize with a lot of damage into his favor.
Man, he caught him with the Gene kicks? That's kind of wild.
Let's see. Jump 1-2, getting into the corner. That's a big mistake. Oh, but he gets out of there with the freight to the Reiku Supremo. What a Hail Mary.
I mean, these prayers have been commonly answered thus far, man. Fenrich taking full advantage of that. That could have been a confirm, actually. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Grabs, bro. Goichi has been on point. He has not missed any one of them.
Yeah, and going for the EX extensions as well, right? You're able to get that for free, able to get some extra damage tacked on top of that, but Goichi and Fenrich pretty much a single hit away from both. That's the scary thing. He tried to go for it.
He missed it. What a mistake over there by Fenrich. He had it. The Darko Supremo is not going to hit. From side to side, El Taquito is going to hit.
Oh, my God!
Let it rip, and he is going to get... No, the drop. Not like this, Goichi. What's going on, Vicious?
I couldn't tell you. He had... Look at Fenrich. Hold on. Before I even get my statement, the smile on his face as he got that next sip into that round. That is crazy to see. He had the right call out. He caught the buttons from Fenrich. He had the frame trap off of the uppercut. He didn't convert it. He had hidden gear ready as well.
A weird uncommon scramble over there at the end for these two great players. But in the end, it's Fenrich the one who's going to clutch it, and he's saying, yeah, I take those. 100%. I take those, why not?
And you see it on the other side, even Goichi, a bit flabbergasted, a bit surprised. He's like, I dropped those?
We were saying that we wanted to say something in this stream, and that's the perfect one, right? Goichi was like, Nani?
Yeah.
What happened there? But it doesn't matter. Like, we know him. He can't shake that for sure.
Shades of Fist of the North Star. I see you. Man, I gotta say also, as a sidebar, Kenshiro is one of the coolest characters. Yeah. I've had so much fun being able to like use like the 7-star debuff and force people to hold my mix. I know his mix isn't like super crazy, but I gotta say, it's been mad fun to play that character. Shout outs to Automatic for like also showcasing the hell out of that character. Here we go, into the next game.
Okay, neutral jump into the hits for Fenrich. Remember, Fenrich is wearing that clear blue shirt. Goichi with the very Italian, let's say, mustard color?
Kinda, I want to go for that, yeah.
It sounds more elite, right?
Maybe. Oh, give me the rest of it. Yo, let me get the key charge.
I love it. You love to say it like in the old days. Sadly, the DP is gonna miss, but it doesn't matter. Was that a feint? It could be, because this is Goichi.
You know what? Just
Let's say it.
just call it an expensive frame kill. Call it a fancy frame kill.
a super complicated one.
Exactly that. Right? Fenrich now paying it back tenfold against Goichi. Yeah, we get the roundhouse. Yeah, sorry, the D into the ignition. And we of course we're gonna see the standoff.
Of course.
It's the law of numbers, baby. Eventually it's gonna happen.
And right now, French is coming back. He has it. How Shoko came for the kill. After these two players share the same neuron, it is Fenrich who is going to take that victory.
Damn, the neuro charge stance, huh? Braino Supremo?
He could be.
Oh, God.
Look at that, one into the other. Delicious.
Yeah, full serving?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get some life back. Why not? Wow. Oh, right back at you. Look at them. Oh, a little bit too far.
And no punish.
It could have been, but I think it was a little bit too far. The active frame didn't come out in time. 1, 2, 3. Using the long kicks as an anti-air. Fantastic top from Fenrich that right now is in control. Yet again, he's trying to play most passive, forcing Goichi to go into the offense, and that's what's happening right now. Let's see.
Oh. Just in much range, actually just in the right range to get the SPG active from the side of Fenrich. Will it amount to anything, though? Fenrich, I think if he lands a single route that goes into an XL, he could land a hidden gear. Not unless Goichi comes out with a stance yet again.
Or you were completely right. That's like the range of damage that a Draco Supremo in those places means dead. It's so hard to feel in advantage when you are fighting a Mr. Karate of this kind of level. But right now, Goichi trying to stay alive, trying to close it out, because we are on match point right now.
Cross up. Damn, just the sound effects coming in from every single hit.
And the damage, bro, that's like 60% and it's gone. And Goichi has, and Fenrich has the perfect opportunity in order to take us to game number 5, but let's see.
My man is bleeding, by the way. Fenrich now getting the forward throw.
Ooh, that's a big possibility. No, from one counter to the other. Fenrich so active going into, and that's gonna be it, Vicious.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go into the super, right? He is overheated. Yeah, had to go into the ignition.
The one super that always kills. Like all of the other supers in this game, you are not sure, but that's how Shoko can always delivers.
Say that's how it went in game 1. It was a little bit dicey. Even the hidden gear left a little speck of dust in the life department. But here we are again, tied up. 2 games apiece, forcing it into the final game against Goichi. Fenrich bringing it all back little by little.
Demanding the most out of Goichi. Goichi with that heart of a champion, the heart of a lion, not willing to skip his tournament, the one that make him brand his name in gold. And of course, a little bit of pass for Goichi, trying to find out what's going to be the adaptation.
My big question now, on top of the adaptation towards the gameplay itself in the mirror match, do you think there's a hint of Marco looming in the brain of Goichi? Do you think that's going to be a choice that he's going to have to make within this final game of the set against Fenrich?
I don't know, man. Like I think he's more about finding the solution with his own Mr. Karate. Like at this point, like they have been going back and forth with so many options in order to make them fall for their own feints. Going into Marco could be very, very dangerous. And I think Goichi knows it. And he respects Fenrich so much that I believe he will stay with what is right now the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, there you have it. Let's see if that comes to fruition. Is it going to be the mirror match all the way through? Yes, it is. Confirmed.
But the jump in is on point, Fenrich, with the prediction. This is a super big opening for Fenrich. Vitality, man. It's looking so good for them right now.
Yeah, right on the big call out. Just running up into the face of Fenrich. Getting that close A confirmed. Double time over as well.
Showing that he's not in his mind. Like, you believe that jumping was that was a glitch. That was a glitch in the Matrix right now. English failing, by the way.
Oos. Able to catch with that charged DP.
Rolling out of the corner. That was so dangerous. And Fenrich catching in on the middle of the screen. I think this could be enough if he decided to go for all of it. We will see.
Not quite. And he knows it as well. Ooh,
look at the
catches.
It's gonna be delicious.
I don't think it's going to kill, right? He's going to go for a Revo extension off of the DP from way up above.
Both of them, it could be a touch of death. Who is going to get it? Who is going to find it first?
Don't let it be off of the stance. Do not let it be off of the stance. It's going to be the neutral skip. A taste of your own medicine.
These two players have been respecting so much, and they have not been throwing that. But right now, Goichi said, no, forget about it. I need the win.
That's the best time to throw it, actually. Yeah, that's a really good call out. We haven't seen that in a hot minute. But, you know, Goichi being able to pull that off, the EX Tatsu.
And Ferrich is going to face this as a truck, going straight into it. Shokoken, my dear Vicious.
Being able to get the double chuck frame kill. On the other side, actually, off of the wall jump. So deceptive an angle.
There are these moments where Goichi looks down, but he's always able to stand up, rising above, as they say, Vicious.
Damn. Hold on. A lot of damage is coming. No. I lied to you.
Oh, he's going to fall for it. This is going to be close. He has access to the hidden gear, el oculto, el secreto. And he decides to wait for it.
He called out the command grab, but it wasn't going to be enough. He actually dropped it.
Oh, my God. Oh, there it is.
No way.
There it is, el oculto, papa. Goichi. Is it going to be enough? He's not scaled. I think it's going to be it. Catch the mask. No.
Goichi's pointing at the screen. Thumbs up for him. He knows it. And that is going to be Goichi's game off of the far standing B confirmed into the hidden gear.
The roar of the people too. The ovation for a man who is fighting everything, not only his opponents, but also his conditions. And you just love to see it. I told you, heart of a champion.
Wild to see it, man. When we talk about what had been happening over in Group B, in these semifinals, it definitely went the distance. A huge change up in comparison to how we've seen all the players perform in their round 1 quarterfinals.
But shout-outs also to Frederickman, demanding the most out of Goichi. That was a match worthy of a grand finals, and we're having it here on the first block of this EWC.
Yeah, that's correct. Again, Goichi being able to make it through as one of the other qualified players. He's going to be making it on to Phase 2 alongside Score. 2 of the Japanese contingents are making it through from Group B.
There was, Rome was saying that, right? 11 players from Japan representing the land of the rising sun, and of course 2 of them are moving already, showing the dominance right now. But here it is what we were watching, that what we just lived, and we can live it again. Thank you to STC for those replays.
Yeah, this is pretty huge. In terms of the preservation of meter and also, man, the shock value that you get. And you know what? That's something that Fenrich should already kind of like anticipate. And to be honest, coming in from that shot, you don't know if he was surprised that it killed from his end or if he was the one receiving the damage, right?
Like, man, my character is broken.
Or, man, I can't believe this character killed me.
Yeah.
It's such a shock either way, but I mean, that's something that a lot of the players are still trying to get used to, right? Although they are piloting this character, there's going to be some moments you're going to have to face off with the mirror match. I couldn't even tell you potentially how many mirror matches are going to be occurring this entire week with this character.
It's going to be a lot, that's for sure, but each one of them has its own flavor, its own style, its weaknesses and strengths. And right now, it was Goichi who was able to detect them. And there you go, Milan. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. A man of the people. Like doing it for the boys. And now, a heartbreaker, at least for me.
Go on and tell me more about it.
Because this is no other than a Neku representing El Clan del Mal, one community team all the way from Mexico. Looking at that logo right there, Vicious. Looking at the Clan del Mal logo on the screen of the biggest showcase of esports in the world. It's really something moving. But of course, he is facing no other than Basher from AG. All the gamers are behind Basher right now.
And Basher had actually quite an extravagant start up against Score, right? Being able to force him off of the Andy Bogard. That's the character that we had seen him kind of qualify with, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that Preacher has been doing has been doing phenomenal work in terms of like the mix-ups that were exuded off of every Ignition Super. I'm so like convinced that I have to say it every time. P equals MC squared, because that's the name of the super. Yeah, every single time, because I mained that character for a hot minute, and definitely Hell Pockets knows about it. But I gotta say, like the mix-up that you get afterwards, being able to go into EX back turn into either overhead, low, what have you, it's such a big deal. And we saw that kind of exuded too, from the way that Basher had been getting some of these knockdowns and then going into the mix. That actually spelled out a lot of how he got game 2 over against Score. But as soon as Mr. Karate showed up to town, it was a whole different story, right?
Yes, but also Basher was able to force the Score to give it all. They went all the way to game 5 sometimes.
Correct.
It looked like the young player was able to get it. But you were saying something that I believe is very, very important. Score didn't hesitate, not even a little. Like, he realizes that his Andy was not up to the challenge against Basher's Preacher, and he went immediately for the karate. And that kind of recognitions really can change the tide of a battle, and Score did it right there with all of that experience, right? No, I don't care about pride, I don't care about honor. Like, I have to win.
That's right.
And he went immediately. I have a better tool for this job. It doesn't mean that I am that I need him, but I realize that the strengths of this player are really going to go against Mr. Karate. So he went immediately that way. But look at this, Basher right now. You're not watching that, but maybe I will not. I will not spoil it.
Okay.
But here in this Mexican kill, one of them will be going home.
So one of the things too that we do want to highlight, we talked about like the strengths of characters, the strengths of players going into like different characters as well. One of the things that we have to highlight though is the pick from Neku with the Ronaldo, right? One of the things I had noticed when he faced off against Punko, although it was an 0-3 deficit, I want to say there's so many things that you have to consider as Ronaldo in terms of like getting yourself set up in neutral, right? I feel like this character in general kind of gets drowned out by aggressive characters or aggressive play.
Yes, he does. And of course, he is in his core an aggressive character, right? In fact, we saw many times that the best moments that Neku had against Punko was because he was trying to go for trades with the big chest, and he was getting the most out of it. So it's a high risk, high reward character. Neku tells us, like we were talking with before, that he tell me that he is trying his best to change the way he plays, the way Ronaldo plays into his own style. And as soon as we say this, we're going into the action. Basher is not going to stay with Preacher. He's going with no other than Mr. Karate. And look at that already, not Mr. Karate, with Marco. And look at that immediately, showing us some quality with those cancels out of guard.
To be fair, he's part of the same school, right? I mean, that counts.
Yeah, he could be the 5th one, not the 4th one, the 5th one.
He could be Karate Junior, right?
Yeah. Everybody's a junior now.
Pretty much in that dojo. I agree with you.
Going for the big damage, of course. Cristiano, you were saying he sometimes is weak against very offensive characters, but he's one of the characters that can do the most damage in this game, as we can see right now.
That was about, what, just about 2 touches? Not even quite dead yet. Ooh, wait a minute. This could be a huge difference. We get SPG again, or sorry, we get Rev Blow again.
And he was so ready for that Basher, for that confirm, went for all of it. And in the end, is Neku the one able to clutch it out, because chokes could happen, man. But no, it's not going to happen, and we're going for the big head.
Damn, back to back. Yo, that's difficult. I like that into the ignition. Look at him bleed. We could get a 2-touch scenario if he could build himself another ignition.
Football, baby. That's a lot of shoots. And yes, you call it vicious. A 2-death kill. 2-touch death kill, sorry. In immediately Neku trying to establish his game, willing to place his rhythm here in this battle against Basher.
Yeah, one of the things that I was looking forward to is seeing whether or not he was going to set up for the goals, right? If he was going to be able to, like, hinder Basher's progress in the neutral. But overall, I think they were both rather aggressive, and Neku just knew. He's like, all right, well, if you're going to be the aggressor, I know exactly how I'm going to stop you, at least on the ground, and that's going to be with the big forehead, right? Being able to get these counter hits from certain ranges. And it's so deceptive, too. The further it hits, the more plus it's going to be, right?
Completely right. And right now, you were talking about this in the last match. Right now, I can assure you that Basher is seducing the idea of changing into Preacher. Like, for sure. Like, should I do it? Right now, in this moment, could be the exact good point in order to make the shift of momentum for these 2 players. But we will see what the young player for AG decides. Okay, we're staying with Marco. Okay, let's go.
A little bit of a difference too, and you actually saw the exchange earlier between that far A and also the C coming in from Neku versus Basher, but we do get the throw initially. Backing away, back dash from Neku.
Look, at Neku normally is going to be doing a lot of that, like those back dashes into forward dashes and trying to find something, some buttons being pressed by their opponents, but Basher is not giving that, at least not in this round, but the big chest is coming out.
Yeah, man, we saw a counter hit as well, being able to extend into the lights, but the Rev XL is going to keep him safe as well.
come for me, hunt for me.
Ooh, give me that!
All the way out there. Sadly, he was unable to confirm, and right now Neku is going to get this with a lot of damage, getting the positioning also in order to go for the mix-up. Finally able to get it. It's hitting.
Yeah, I was about to say, this Rev Blow defense coming in from Basher, it's getting him closer and closer to overheat state, but Neku, on the other hand, also revving up, a little dangerous.
It's feeling, we both are feeling the heat over here at France, at Paris, when all of those DPs are gonna land, and we are going for the full damage right here. That was the right option, and we're going up to the sky and down into the ground.
Yo, my man brings you up with his elbow and then brings you down with the karate size chop. Nobody hears it in the forest but them.
All the way to the atmosphere, bro. That has to hurt. Neku trying to maintain control. Of course, Basher, that was very expensive. The empty jump, and nobody pressed a button there.
Kind of scary considering the defensive mechanics both are presented with universally, so this kind of tough to even like set yourself up. Maybe it'll be a bit of conditioning that plays through afterwards if Neku takes to the skies, but we'll see how that plays out. The guard camps are coming in from Basher, get a full sequence.
I have to tell you, Basher is not willing to stay in the corner, as is different from the older version of Ronaldo. His offensive on the corner is super powerful. Before, you had a lot of more options to do in the middle of the screen. So Basher is really not willing to have his back against the wall.
Would you get a little bit of a feint into the throw?
Oh, good trade in order to escape out of there. Basher with a little bit of the with advantage, but of course the damage he can provide, it doesn't matter. Basher is gonna take it. We are gonna make these things even, my dear Vicious.
Yo, I'm gonna say, man, Karate Jr. being able to skip neutral the same exact way, right?
Yeah, the kick that rides the wind indeed is a family art.
That's
the
true.
Sakazaki clan.
That is actually the family art, the Henshipuka,
there
every
you
single
go.
time. And he wasn't even done with that. Also, being able to get the Rev Blow afterwards. It's so important, I feel like, for a lot of the Marco players to really consider their SPG placements. Obviously, it's going to be towards the end, right? Being able to capitalize on the Rev Blow, being able to also withstand some of the big combo sequences just in case they get opened up with that as well. So it's been really beneficial thus far, just seeing this SPG in the end slot.
Right now is such a strong option, bro. Like, that extra defense is so valuable.
Huge.
And sometimes it feels that it makes you endure more damage with that last 30% that with all of your green life bar. So we are, for sure, we are going to be watching that all tournament long. It would be an extremely rare occasion that a player plays it in the first or second part.
We've seen some players actually kind of
Yes,
go with
it happened,
those types of strategies.
It happened 2 weeks ago and 1 week